Barbarians. Oh yeah. First of all, I have the Blue Underground Blu-ray. Then I have the uncut VideoTreasures release. I have put my own uncut label here. Uudet Barbarians, which means new Barbarians. And then we have the cut release of the film. So as you can see, there's no way of knowing which one of these is cut version unless you put it in the machine and watch it. So what is cut? At least the scene where the dude gets his head chopped off. It is cut so that the screen goes black and you can clearly hear the soundtrack going on. And I have heard that there's also a version which is like these scenes don't go dark but they are cut. The age limit for this film is 20 years. So you can go to the army, you can buy booze, you can drive a car and you can have children, but you sure as shit don't watch this film because this is banned for people under 20 years. It's not that rare of a tape, but you know, it's tricky to find uncut version. Maybe you want to collect them all. And here we have the uncut Greek version of the new Barbarians. What a beautiful looking Greek version of it. Don't you just love this Videosonic Ehmipom ton kaupatmaton. It is released in DVD format in Finland, but I have lost that DVD to somewhere, but this is the great release. It includes DVD and Blu-ray, and also it includes audio commentary with co-director writer Enzo Castellari. Castellari and Fabrizio De Angelis in Conversation Part 2, Tales of Hammer, and interview with star Fred Williamson. And it's a good film. This film probably don't need no introductions. Everybody has seen this multiple times because this may be the most famous of these post-nuclear war action films. And it's directed by Enzo Castellari and it is starring Timothy Brent, Fred Williamson and of course George Eastman, who is the leader of this gay gang called the Interceptors or some gang that is trying to kill every people on Earth, and they are gay people because this main character gets gay raped in one scene. There's probably not too many films, at least in the Italian cinema, where main character, a hero, gets raped by a bad guy. You know, I watched the film as I was a kid. I did not understand that this guy was like raping this hero guy. You know, there's this disco music and lights flashing. I was like, okay, he's probably like hitting him. I wouldn't imagine that he's raping his ass. And this is probably suffers for me that I have seen it so many times, and it also suffers from probably the most annoying kid actor ever. This kid plays a mechanic who can fix anything, and he can also make an armor that nothing can pierce. I totally believe that. I watched this today. It has been a long time I last seen You're the Hunter from the Future 35th anniversary edition from Mill Creek Entertainment, and it was released through Columbia Pictures back in the day, and this is a mini-series. It was 200 minutes of mini-series that was translated into a film and released in the United States and in the other parts of the world. I think the miniseries was only broadcasted on Italian television, and I'm kinda bummed that we don't probably ever get to see the complete version of the Your Hunter from the future. And yeah, Fjord's world, he's the man, he's the man. The opening credit music is so awesome. You gotta rise up from your sofa and start dancing to it, because this song is so awesome. The Hunter from the Future is a story about this. You're a man who lives, he has never seen the sun, and he lives in the woods and in the caves. And one day he runs into this ancient tribe of some woodsmen, and he helps them to fight the dinosaur. And he fucking hits dinosaur in the mouth with an axe. God damn, he's a badass. And then, yeah, they go on an adventure because the village gets burned down by these evil horde of barbarians, these kind of mutant dudes. About 1 hour in, there's some aliens coming from outer space and start shooting lasers. And it turns out that Yor is in fact a survivor from nuclear holocaust. Kind of evil space emperor is trying to gain the control of the world using these robot maniac soldiers. Sort of like in Star Wars. It's a mishmash of ideas, and I would love to see the 200-minute version of this film. It's an awesome fun, because I fucking love Reb Brown, the man who screams when he enters the film. When Reb Brown comes, he enters and starts fighting a dinosaur. What a guy, what a great guy, oh shit. Even though Mill Creek is not probably known for their great releases, but this is an okay release. Picture quality is very good, and also it includes Reb Brown's commentary. I listened to the commentary. Reb Brown tells a lot of stories. Not probably the most entertaining commentary that there is, but Reb Brown is telling that he was so sick that he had to go to the emergency room, that they would fix him before the shoot, because he was losing weight all the time when they were in the Turkey. It was shot in the Turkey in these caves, these films. And he was very sick during the first days of the shoot. But fortunately the guy was alright, and they managed to shoot the whole 200 minutes of Yor. I hope that someday we would get, like a deluxe release of these, which would include Yor Hunter from the Future, and also it would include the Italian miniseries in its complete glory, because this is so crazy film. It's got great music, and also if you have seen it, you probably remember the hand gliding scene. It's incredible. Pretty well executed, this scene at the end when they are starting this nuclear pile, atomic pile. Since when a nuclear reactor is called atomic pile? Like a pile of atoms. Okay, whatever. But there's a scene when they use this old guy called Bug, and he's using this like a circus trick to get Yor to pick him up and fly him using this wire to jump to the other side of the cliff or something. It is very well done. They are using like little dolls to do this scene that would probably cost like $1 million to build like this kind of huge set and do this acrobatic stunt. But no, they are using a model and a little dolls to do this. So I watch it frame by frame and say, man, this is great, very well executed, very well lit, and very carefully shot. These guys clearly knew what they were doing. Holy shit. And it's not at all badly made film. It's an awesome film. It's got great production value. Sure, it's silly, but that's what makes it so entertaining. There is supposed to be a Finnish release, but we are not sure if it's released at all, because I have seen the copy in the Finnish archive of films, where they used to store every copy of every release that was released in Finland. We went there a few years back, and I have it on film when I'm holding this Yor Hunter from the Future tape in my fucking hand. And nobody, not one single collector has this in his collection, nor nobody has ever heard that anybody have had this. So it's a very rare tape, or is it even released at all? it could be some, they just made one promo copy and they just, you know, like cancelled the release for reasons unknown. Exterminators of year 3000. No, year 2000 is for wussies. We need to go to the year 3000. But in the year 3000 there seems to be 70s trucks and cars, and so in 1000 years nothing has really changed at all. Here we have the Scream Factory version of the film, and here we have the Kuolemansoturit film Death Warriors from Nordic Video, also on Molo clamshell covers and also a very rare tape. I have paid it for 80 Finnish marks back in the day, and that would be considered cheap nowadays. And I have had this like, I don't know, probably like 25 years or so, these Death Warriors. This too has a great looking cover, and well, it may be not the best new post-Nuke film, but it's okay. From these films that I have today for you to show, this probably rips off Mad Max the most, because the only original thing that this does is replacing fuel with water. So these guys, they live underground and they go on the ground to find water. And I think the best scene in this film was when this little kid got separated using motorcycles. But it was a kind of like a bummer, because it turned out that he was a cyborg. But this is, at least this is a great version of it. It doesn't have any significant extras, only audio commentary with actor Robert Janucci and the interview too.